Indian films, sadly, are a man's medium. It is a man's game, and that is the way our society functions. How much we want to deny it, it is a man's world. I'm not an ambitious person at all. I am a person who just does what she's doing because she likes doing it. All you can do is be a good actor. Whether or not you're supposed to be a star is written in the stars, it's not in your hands. I've never really thought of becoming an actress. Since I really know what is what, I have been acting because my mother has been doing theatre for 25 years. जो मेरे पैदा होने से काफ़ी पहले, तो जब से मैं पैदा हुई हूँ तब से मम्मी के साथ थिएटर कर रही थी, तो एक्टिंग तो मैं बचपन से कर रही हूँ. जब भी कोई उनके प्ले में छोटी लड़की का काम होता तो वो मैं कर लेती थी. इट वॉज ऑब्वियसली लाइक दैट. देन दे वर डूइंग इट ऑन अ वेरी प्रोफेशनल लेवल. ये नहीं होता था कि मतलब ऐसे ही, इट वॉजंट अ गणपति का शो. इट वॉज वेरी प्रोफेशनल थिएटर एंड दैट्स वेयर आई लर्न हाउ टू एक्ट, आई गेस. एंड आफ्टर दैट मेरी जो पहली फिल्म थी वो पापा कहते हैं जो नसीम थी, दैट हैपेंड एक्सीडेंटली. माई मदर वॉज वर्किंग इन दैट फिल्म एंड द डायरेक्टर सॉ मी एंड कन्विंस्ड मी टू डू दैट फिल्म. Then came Papa Kahte Hain, which also happened to me. I was never wanting to be in Bombay or Bollywood for that matter. I was too young to even think about what I wanted to do. I was studying and generally planned a career of engineering and stuff like that. So I just ended up being here because I guess I was destined to be here.
How has your journey been as an actress?
See, generally what happens with everybody is they get into the line and they struggle to make it. I got in the other way. Before even knowing what it was all about, I was already there with a film which gave me a big name and hype, which I was not able to understand at that point of time, neither value. Then came the struggle for me. Films came, but then, whatever delays and stuff like that. So I learned my lessons, or I learned whatever was to be learned to make it here after doing a couple of films, not before doing them. So that is my journey of learning and understanding and valuing all the experiences came after a couple of releases. That's why today I know the value of the films that I'm doing, which I initially didn't because for me they were just happening. They were happening to me. Now I value them because I know how important they are.
How have you grown up as an actress?
I wouldn't say. That would be such a... that would be too much. I would be talking too big for my boots. It's not done. I've hardly done much. I've just been here and I need to do a lot more to say that I've grown as an actress or whatever. I can only say I'm more experienced. I can't say I'm better or I've done a lot. I hardly have done anything. I have to prove myself yet.
Did you ever have a dream of being an actress?
Like I told you, yeah, I had a dream, but my dream was never to be an actress because acting was a part of me. I was always acting. So to become an actress was nothing new to me. For me, becoming an engineer or going to an MBA thing and having your own office in your factory, that kind of a thing was my dream, to own something, to be a corporate woman. That was my dream. Because acting was a part of my household. So becoming that was not a big thing for me. And we were always brought up to realize that no matter what field you are in, it is just a job you're doing. So my dreams were never about becoming something. My dreams were about doing something, like becoming a corporate woman or traveling around the world or doing something. Not about becoming any actor or actress or anything like that. Yeah, of course I had a lot of icons, like I was crazy about a certain heroine or a certain hero at a certain point of time. That's a teenage process which happens. I think it happens to me even now. It hasn't changed just because I'm an actress now.
What do you think when you see yourself on the screen?
I always hate myself. I always say, I could have done it better. I definitely could have done it better. But then you make excuses for yourself, and at the end of it you say, next time if I get to do this, I'm going to do it much better. That's about it.
Well, how ambitious are you as an actress?
I'm not an ambitious person at all. I am a person who just does what she's doing because she likes doing it. I will not go to extents of anything to reach anywhere because I think it's very futile, and that's not just about my career, that's the way I deal with life. So ambition is something I wouldn't get involved in. I love my job, that's why I'm doing it. That's about it.
What do you want to achieve as an actress?
As an actress, I just want to set a standard for myself, not seeing anybody else. I don't want to be like anybody else, or not because anybody is less or anything, but I really don't think one can be like others. So I don't want to be like anybody else. I just want to know that when somebody sees me, they should say she's done a good job. That's it. That's about it.
How do you handle competition in the film industry?
See, I know the competition is very cutthroat, but it is also a rat race. And how much I would like to be a part of it, I can't be. So I have my own way to deal with things. There are a lot of talented people here, a lot of them. And to each one, I guess after a point you get what you deserve. And all you can do is whatever you get, you give it your best. That is my only way of dealing with things. And I can't be a part of this. After a point, I can't be into a rat race kind of a thing. I would love to do a good job, but not at any cost. As I told you, I'm not very ambitious that way. I love good work. Cinema is my dream or whatever. It is my life. But I can't get petty enough to just climb the ladders and pull each other down. All that thing I can't get into. But I really, and there's so many talented people here, which is true. And there's in a couple of years, the films that are being made are very few. So I get the best one. The best one wins, I guess.
As a heroine, if you're paired up with bigger names like Hrithik Roshan or Shah Rukh Khan, the career graph often changes after that. How does that happen?
Because Indian films sadly are a man's medium. It is a man's game, and that is the way our society functions. How much we want to deny it, it is a man's world. So the more successful the man is, better it is to be paired with him because it is in their game. A heroine doesn't sell a territory here, a man does. So the more successful the hero is, if you are paired with him, you are considered that success is supposed to rub off on you somewhere, I guess.
Have you ever put an effort to get a role opposite a bigger star?
See, I can't think that way. I'm not made that way. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I don't believe in getting roles opposite somebody. I believe in getting films on my own, for my own good, and because of my self-worth, not because of somebody else. I can't work like that.
What does it take to become a star?
I don't know. I wish I knew it because then I would be it, right? I guess it just works differently for different people. There's something, I don't know who quoted it. It says all you can do is be a good actor. Whether or not you're supposed to be a star is written in the stars. It's not in your hands. It's really not in your hands. Because anything can happen. At any point of time, anybody can become a star. The same person who you thought was quite run-of-the-mill all of a sudden starts looking like a star to you. This place is a crazy place. I mean, you can't really have any kind of, saying this is going to make, there's no formula to becoming a star. There are no formulas here. It is just fluke. Other than that, it is determination and hard work that everybody puts in because everybody wants to be successful and, do good work. But it has to happen, it happens. It's just weird.
When you think of success, what is the standard?
As of, do you talk about like current rate of success or are you talking about... I have admired a lot of people's work, like Wahida Rahman was, when she did all those films with Gurudat. For me, that is the kind of work that I would want to do. That is that, or maybe, a lot of Hollywood people, since you watch a lot of English movies nowadays, a lot of actresses there, you feel like you should do work like them. So, or even today, when Kajol was doing her Kajol era, she was doing such good films. Or Manisha when she was doing certain films. So there was always certain people who came and did really good work. So for me, I would want to do work like that. And not that I think it's very low to measure people by the amount of hits or flops they give. Or their current, fan following. I think it's really cheap to look at people that way, especially if you're in that line. And you know how immaterial that is after a point. So I only look at people's work and say that, that is how I want to be.